Hey everyone, it's Crowdeadmind.
And today in this video I'm going to make another turn stuffs into humanoid characters or persons, and this time I made some bugs. And you may wonder why I chose bugs, because I didn't see anything like this at YouTube or anyone doing this kind of video, so I felt like it would be nice to see one. And the bugs have unique things for themselves. For example, the ladybug's pattern. And so for my three characters, I chose the butterfly, the praying mantis, and the cockroach. For the butterfly, I really liked the orange oak leaf, deadleaf butterfly. So their color theme is actually blue, black and orange with some white dots around the wing, and that's what I tried to make her dress about. These breeds are from Asia, from India to Japanese, and I decided to make this character Japanese. So I tried to give her an almond-shaped eye and make her cutesy, because the symbols of a butterfly is much more positive than other bugs. For example, butterflies associated with beauty and also transformation, hope and faith. So obviously that's what I wanted to accomplish in her design, and I think I achieved that. For her hairstyle, I actually wanted to give her only brown hair, but I decided that it would make her much less unique, so I decided to give her some from brown to orange ombre hairstyle.
Now that I'm thinking about it, she sure looks like Nezuko from Demon Slayer, I'm not gonna lie.
So for her posing, I wanted to go to the elegancia and to show that she is a
Pretty girl, and she most definitely knows it.
First, I wanted to give her some blue eyes, but then I realized that because I'm making
A Japanese character, she should have darker eye color instead of blue. Not that she can't wear contacts, but I feel like that works better for her. And also is the most common eye color in that area, so there's another benefit why I did this color.
But yeah, I really like to make my characters from the countries they live or from, because I feel like many medias don't really show Asian people other than Japanese or Korea or China, and it's such a shame, really, because those have such a great culture. There are Asian people who, for example, are not as pale as other Asians, and we should jump into that character design as well. And I mean, have you seen a Malaysian character
In the media? Because I sure didn't. I wish that we can see much more culture besides the European and American ones, obviously. For example, giving us more Asian people, and also design-wise some darker skin colored ones, please. And also we need people from Oceania, I'm begging you. I only know one character who is Australian, and it's Jasmine from Total Drama. And it's such a shame, really. And also the culture of an African family can be a great concept in my opinion, and it can shake things up a little bit to not make that many suburban families.
The butterflies have very slim bodies, so I try to make this character as skinny as possible.
And Japanese people sure love skinny characters and skinny Asian girls. I mean, I don't mean that there shouldn't be or couldn't be any chubby or fat Asian characters, how there are so much more skinnier people Japan in Japan than other countries. And it's quite unique thing in my opinion, like it's such an interesting concept. If you enjoy my content, then make sure to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps out a ton and I always appreciate it. I only need some subscribers to achieve 100 subscribers. So so that's my goal for now. And if I have that, then I'll make sure to find another goal for my YouTube channel. And also you can follow me on my Instagram account if you like fan arts, Danganronpa, or any of these stuffs. And yeah, my name is Crowdeadmind there, and you will check it out. And by the way, I'm terribly sorry for not posting any video for such a long time, but I had a hard time in school and I have to write so much tests, and also my final year is getting sooner and sooner, so I have to study for that as well. And yeah, I hope you guys can understand that, and again I'm terribly sorry for that. And I mean, it's such a shame really, because I would have the motivation to do videos for you guys, but when I come back from school, I am basically drowned out and I have little to no motivation and I'm constantly tired. So it's really hard for me right now, and I try to manage this. So you don't have to worry about me.
So yeah, the next character that I made was the German cockroach. Now you may wonder why I chose this one. The answer for that question is that I feel like cockroaches are the most common
bugs that many people are grossed out by and hated by. But in fact, only some species are gross, for example the German cockroach. I read about them and I found something shocking. They are actually very clean animals. We don't know where this animal came from actually. It's either Africa or Asia. However, I've decided to make this character American because I read that these animals are really common there. This creature actually needs human people, and in fall/autumn or in winter they could easily freeze to death, and since every living creature wants to live, they try to come to our places to get warm. So for his design, I decided to make him American because the German cockroaches are the most common in America, and also the species actually came from either Africa or Asia. Humanity, doesn't know where this species actually came from. They only know it's either Africa or Asia. So I didn't think it would make sense to make this character either African or Asian, so I decided to make him American because, as I said earlier, that's where the German cockroach is the most common. For his design, I went into the line of middle-aged man who also has a bare body and fur around his legs. And also for his design, I wanted to make his clothes really comfy, and as you can see, the athlete of these characters design is from the cockroach's back, and that inspired me to create this design for him. Now I also give him some sitting pose because I felt like he would be the lazy type of guy. So yeah, he's sitting. I have also seen that many characters or OCs have so good looking designs, and they are really hot and stunning and drop dead gorgeous, and I feel like it's not necessary lifelike. Like there can be a character who doesn't have as much money as the other one, for example, and there are some unhygienic persons as well, and I think many artists actually skip those characters because, I mean, come on, everyone wants to make hot OCs, am I right? I mean, from my perspective, there are some characters who are more of an uglier people, or not necessarily ugly, but more unhygienic, and that cause them to have some ripped clothes, some holes around their shirts, etc. And I think those can be a great concept as well. I also have some characters who doesn't have many good clothes, or they're just unhygienic. For example, these ones. These are from my new generation, and most of them have little to no money, or abused, or just like smut. And these are other characters. I try to make their low income show by their off-putting color theme and bad fashion sense. And you can see that there are so much ways to include their income or their personality in their outfits, or based off by their looks. And I think as an artist it's really amazing what we can do with blank paper, am I right? My last character's design, I decided to make a praying mantis. This because I felt like that was one of the most unique bugs around the globe, and the species that I chose was the orchid mantis, which is a species of a praying mantis, but in purple, and it looks like an orchid obviously. So it has a really beautiful color theme in my opinion, and it's so unusual, so rare in the bugs universe to have a colorful bug. So that's why I chose this one. And their personality are really unique in my opinion. For example, them being sadist because they eat their prey alive is really suitable for a character. Because people can be sadist as well. And the other thing is that the female praying mantis actually kills the male praying mantis after intercourse. And when the female gives birth, she also perishes. And for this character, the first inspiration, the mantises have really round eyes, and I figured that I could perfectly symbolize the praying mantises' eyes by making these characters' hairstyle into a space bun. Like we can create many unique and personal stuffs from a blank space, and it can also look really pretty, and I could have done a better job with designing her clothing. My point of view was to make this character look like as a praying mantis, and I decided to make her wear something that resembles the praying mantis, but I think I failed in that one. The next thing is that the color is stunning. Like those purple to white color are really nice, and I'm seriously in love with this. She's actually Malaysian, and that's where the orchid mantis is the most common, and that's why I decided to make her Malaysian. She has some scales around her arm to resemble the praying mantis. There are so much unique things that praying mantises do that other bugs don't do. For example, they eat their prey alive, and they are in fact very flexible, which is fascinating in my opinion. I tried to give this character an unnerving facial expression to show that she has a bit of a dark side. I think that I achieved this one, and I actually put some red in her eyes. I know that Malaysian people don't have red eyes, but I felt like it suited the character, and also it makes her more scarier, and that is a good thing for me because that's what I wanted to achieve. When I decided to make her body shape, I wanted to make her a more muscular and tall kind of girl. However, now that I'm thinking of it, she should have been a tall and lanky character because, as you can see, praying mantises are very slim. Like, they are such a stiff figures, and it's pretty shocking that they almost look like a child would have drawn it. Also, this is my second episode in my series where I reimagine stuffs and I turn them into characters. And the first one was the roots as cute girls. And you can see a pop up there, and you can see the fruit video if you wanna. Right now I try to make much more quality videos, and I am really watching for my voiceovers, and I'm trying to make this more entertaining for you guys. So I hope you guys like this video. By the way, I hope you guys have seen my shorts. Nowadays, I really like making animations. I'm not really good at them, and I'm trying to find an animation program which is suitable for me, and I enjoy that, and I hope it's free. To make better quality animations, I try to animate in Paint tool side, which is not very friendly in that aspect. Like, it's great for drawing but not for animations. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day, drink some water, and bye bye!